everyone. So I wasn't able to upload any of these videos before like the past couple days. I was able to work out and I recorded them. Um, New camera angle. This angle's a little bit higher up, so I think I can see a little bit better. Um, but um, yeah, I'm in my scrubs because I'm orienting at a new hospital, um, and it's going to be really busy. So we'll see how it goes. Um, the best way I can try to describe it without doxing myself is it's in Los Angeles. The patient population, like how many people come through the ER in a year, is somewhere between 50 and 100,000 patients in a year. So it's going to be really busy. It's one of like the most busy hospitals in Los Angeles County. So um, it'll be something. The first hospital I worked at, Um, that was in East LA, and it was pretty small. The patient population in the year is like 5,000, about like 5,000 patients in a year. Um, and then the second hospital I worked at most recently, that was in Hollywood, and that was about 20,000 patients in a year. Um, so it keeps on getting bigger, the hospitals that I work at. Um, and it'll be good. Um, I'm definitely excited to start working again because it's been a while since I've worked. Um, been over a couple months, so it'll be nice to get back into the swing of things. Um, and with the patient, like with the census, I don't know, patient population. I don't know how to describe it, but with that many patients coming in, I'll get to see a lot more, which is good. The nice thing about it though is that it's very well staffed. Um, when I did a little walkthrough of the emergency room, there was a bunch of nurses, which it's kind of few and far between these days. It's really hard for hospitals to staff nurses. There's a huge shortage of labor, especially after the pandemic, um, because most of the older nurses quit early. They thought they were like, I don't know, they thought they might have gone like another 5, 10 years, but as soon as the pandemic hits and it's a lot more dangerous for older people around, um, they were like, nah, I'm just gonna get out of the healthcare setting. um, and a lot of them are moving on to like higher up management, becoming caseworkers earlier. They're leaving the floor a lot quicker. So overall it'll be good work. Um, so yeah, I mean, when you walk it through the hospital these days, it's mostly like a lot of younger people, you know, um, working. So it'll be interesting. Um, yeah, this is pretty much just an upper body workout. I My bench press is getting a little bit better. Oh, I almost killed myself there. Um, my bench press is getting stronger, which is good. Um, I never really focus much on it. But yeah, um, it'll be nice to get back to work again. Um, it is kind of interesting. I'm orienting, and know, well, one of the nurses I knew from before, she was at another hospital that I worked at. Um, and there was another, like, of the EMTs, that's what my title is. Another one of them, him and I had mutual friends. Um, it's just interesting. It's a pretty small world, even in a big city like Los Angeles. Um, Everybody in not I wouldn't say just healthcare, but especially like your discipline, like the ER. Most people tend to know each other, so it's funny. I like I hit up my friends and I was like, "Oh, you know this person?" They're like, "Yeah, we know him. He's a good worker." So it's a small world, even in a big city like Los Angeles. Everyone kind of knows each other or knows like of each other. So if there's ever any like, it's more motivation to just be a hard worker, get along with your coworkers because I mean, word travels far and quickly, about who's good and who's not. Kind of on that topic, one of the ER doctors at the last hospital I was at, he didn't really like he went to a new hospital. He went from like he was working at two hospitals, the one I was working at and another one. And that second hospital he switched, like he went from one to the other. Um, and he was like, "Yeah, like I kind of hate it there." And I was like, "Oh, well, why don't you just like quit?" And he said, like, I can't quit because word will travel really fast and I'm flaky. Um, and I guess that makes a lot of sense, especially for like the doctors. Um, because there's not that many of them. I guess it's less so for us, like EMTs and also nurses, because there's just like a lot of EMTs and nurses. But for the doctors especially, word travels far and fast. Um, so yeah, and I've heard that sentiment kind of echoed from like a lot of different people in all positions, but especially the doctors. It's a lot of respectability politics. You have to always just be, you know. I mean, of course, like you want people to be professional all the time, but I mean, you know, if you're not, there'll be repercussions, mostly about how word travels. So yeah, this workout was recorded 3 days ago, and it was recorded on Tuesday, and then I'm gonna voice over another video um, for my workout yesterday, and then I gotta go work out again. So yeah, I'm kind of getting my ass kicked, but I'm still finding time to work out. It's just finding time to voice over these videos. Um, Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to do that, having access to my computer, you know, after a 12-hour shift. And, I leave my computer leave my computer away, you know. Anyway, yeah. Uh, I'm gonna voice over the other video now. I'll see you in like 2 seconds.